A commentary on the biography of the scientist Nikola Tesla. The Taming of Electricity. Written by Lisa J. Aldrich. Tesla was born in a small town of Smilan in present-day Croatia. Ironically, he was born during a thunderstorm in this small farmhouse at exactly midnight on July 9th, 1856. Tesla, without a doubt, inherited his high intelligence from his parents. His father, Milun Tesla, was a minister with an exceptionally good memory. He could even recite a verse in several different languages. His mother, Dajuka Tesla, was an amateur inventor. Nikola attributed all his inventive talents to her. Nikola had three sisters, Milka, Angelina, and Marisa. He also had an older brother, Dane. Tragically, at age 12, Dane was killed in a horseback riding accident. This scarred the family deeply and impacted Nikola for the rest of his life. His self-confidence suffered. No matter what Tesla achieved, his family always felt that Dane could have accomplished more. Nikola started inventing young. When he was 5 years old, he built a water wheel. His friends saw it as a toy, but Nikola was inspired by his potential. Even though he had friends, Nikola felt a closer bond to animals, especially with the family cat, Mac. As a young teen, Tesla experienced disturbing hallucinations so real that he had to ask his sisters if what he saw was real. Later, they became pictures in front of him, models of the inventions he would later create without the need for blueprints. School came easily for young Tesla. He was able to answer math problems so quickly, he was often accused of cheating. Tesla attended several different universities in Europe, intending to study math and physics. It was during college that he developed an intense interest in electricity. His professor was demonstrating a dynamo, a machine that produces direct current. Tesla thought AC power could be changed to DC without using a commutator, but his professor mocked him, saying that it couldn't be done. This made him all the more determined to find an answer and prove his professor wrong. Months later, while out on a walk and gazing at the setting sun, his answer came to him in a flash. With a stick, he drew in the soil his solution to his alternating current problem. It was a rotating magnetic field, in which two or more electric currents aren't synchronous, but out of phase with each other. The resulting forces of magnetic attraction would cause the shaft of the motor to turn in a circle, the electrical equivalent of a wheel. Because no one in Europe was interested in Tesla's alternating current concept, he moved to New York City. He was hired by Thomas Edison to improve Edison's unstable dynamos. In 1887, direct current, DC, was king, but DC had great limitations. Namely, that the power plants could only send DC electricity about a mile before it began to lose power. Tesla based his design on AC current because it could carry electricity hundreds of miles with little loss of power, making it more efficient. When Tesla finished the job, Edison refused to pay him the $50,000 that he promised. Angry and humiliated, Tesla quit. And so began the War of the Currents. Tesla went on to form his own company called the Tesla Electric Light Company. It was then that Tesla met the millionaire George Westinghouse, who knew that the future would be in electricity. The two men formed a partnership. Westinghouse supplied the money to help Tesla market his inventions to the world. Tesla then invented the wireless bulb, the fluorescent light bulb, the microwave, the radio, considered to be one of the top 10 most important pieces of technology on the planet, and the Tesla coil, the basis for all transmitting devices in use today. In their contract, Westinghouse agreed to pay Tesla $2.50 for each horsepower created by each of Tesla's inventions. However, when Tesla harnessed the power of Niagara Falls, several thousand horsepower was given off daily. Westinghouse seriously underestimated Tesla's abilities and soon went bankrupt, owing Tesla $12 million. Westinghouse told Tesla to help him save the company by voiding the contract. Tesla thought for a moment about the gratitude he had for the one man who initially believed in his alternating current system and made it possible. Tesla was convinced that greater inventions lay ahead. He tore his contract to pieces, thereby saving the Westinghouse Electrical Corp. Without the contract, Tesla went into poverty. He later died, poor and alone, in room 3013 of Hotel New Yorker. Perhaps this is why Nikola Tesla is the forgotten genius.